Hello, this is Joe Pryor of the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City. I want to talk to you about one aspect of purchasing a home that is one of the most difficult parts of the home buying process, and that is the inspection. This is when we get a state licensed inspector to go to the house that you purchased and make sure that it's everything that it's supposed to be. That inspector is going to go in and do electrical, mechanical, plumbing. They're going to go into drainage. If you have a sprinkler system, they're going to check it out. If there's a pool, they're going to check it out, or maybe a group of professionals that are licensed that do this. But most importantly, it is a contingency in the contract. Now, we're going to, if we find inspection repairs, that are cited by the inspector, we know that that inspector's licensed and everything that they do, but what we'll do is get a licensed and bonded person in that plumbing or that mechanical or electrical or whatever it happens to be to go in and check that out and verify it. But there's one part of inspections that get people really, really confused, and that is, does the house have to come up to code? And, the answer basically is no, mainly because code is changing tremendously. If we had to meet current code on a 20-year-old house, we'd never sell it. Mainly because that code might have changed 1,000 times. Now, it might be a minor change, but it is not a change that has anything to do with safety. It just has to do with changing codes in Oklahoma City. So when you're buying an existing home like that, no, it does not have to meet code. And I'll give you one example. I had a house built for myself in Edmond in 2005. And Edmond codes at that time said that if you put in a sprinkler system, that the controls for the sprinkler had to be above ground. So we do it above ground, we put a cover over it. But then 2 years later, in 2007, the code changed. And the code at that point says, no, it needs to go underground. So I go ahead in 2007, because I really think it's better to put it underground. And I have a technician, a licensed person, come in and put it underground. I sell the house in 2009, and guess what? It changes again. So if we do these things to meet code, then you're never going to buy a house. Now, there are exceptions. And if it is something that constitutes a clear and present danger, in other words, it's something that is, and this does happen from time to time, that could cause something to explode or catch on fire, or some kind of, and I've seen this with piping that we've used in plumbing, where it can deteriorate, then there can be situations where we have to meet current code. Or if something was installed and it's obvious that it wasn't a licensed person that did it, or the licensed person didn't pull a permit and inspection, and we find this in hot water tanks, that they didn't meet code, then that is something, yes, that the inspector can cite, because at that point, if it's not elevated in a garage closet, 18 inches off the ground, then because we store gas and things and it hovers on the ground in the closet, then yeah, it's a problem, and you will have to meet code. But that is something that we'll get into with you when you buy the home, when we go through the inspection process. The basic answer is no, these are not code inspections. The other answer is yes, there's a few exceptions, and we'll go over that with you and with the seller. This is Joe Pryor of the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City, where we deliver traditional real estate values at the speed of technology.